Are you currently in a real estate transaction or planning to buy or sell a home? If you are, there are people trying to steal your money. So wire fraud is rampant in our industry today. Real estate buyers and sellers are a target for thieves on the internet and trying to steal your money. Let me explain first how it's done, then let me tell you some ways in which you can prevent it. What happens in real estate is these thieves that are typically overseas will send a email with a link to be clicked on, and a naive real estate agent, escrow officer, somebody in the industry clicks on that link, taking them to somewhere they think is going to be a message for them, and it implants spying software on your computer. It's called phishing software. I've received many of these almost on a weekly basis. For example, an email that says, click here for a full price offer on your property. And if you click on that, that's what implants the spy software on your computer. So that's phishing software. That's what these thieves are doing. And the reason they're doing it is because they want to watch the correspondence between the agent, the escrow company, and the buyer or seller. So they watch this communication via email, and their timing is impeccable. Just before the close of escrow, they will email wire instructions to the client, the buyer or the seller. And you, as the buyer or the seller, will receive an email that looks totally legitimate with the escrow name, the escrow logo, possibly even the escrow officer's name, many times a fake phone number that goes to them, not the real escrow officer. And it says to wire your funds to a different routing number than what is actually the routing number you're supposed to wire your funds. There was over $500 million in 2022 stolen this way. And in 2023, the number is up. 41% are affecting buyers wiring cash to close. In other words, the required cash to be wired to escrow necessary to close is where 41% of this inappropriate activity occurred. 11% was sellers' net proceeds, the total money the seller is going to receive. And all because the buyer or the seller went by written instructions in an email to a fake routing number. So my recommendation is threefold. Number one, make sure you know who your escrow officer is early in the transaction and know their correct phone number. The reason I say early in the transaction is because that email that has the fake routing number can have a fake phone number that goes to the thief, where they will confirm, yes, that's the right routing number. Before you wire money, always speak to somebody at escrow, call them, confirm the routing number that you were given via the email, and confirm that it is right. Many of my clients like to walk into the escrow company and get handed the written wiring instructions, the routing number for where they need to wire their proceeds. The average loss in the United States last year was over $106,000. And that's the United States average. In my market area, Orange County, that number is significantly greater because the amount of the purchase is greater. Thus, the net proceeds to the seller is significantly more, and the necessary funds to close from the buyer, again, are significantly more. So be on your toes if you're a buyer or seller. This is happening all the time. I get email all the time that says, click here for a full price offer on your property. And this is how the thieves are doing it, is they get an agent or an escrow officer to click on something that looks attractive, and that implants the spy software. So hope this helps. Be on your toes. Doubt everything until you get confirmation. Randy Orr with Berkshire Hathaway, changing lives one home at a time.